The battle for the 2023 presidential election has now shifted to the courts, while candidates of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, and that of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, have challenged the outcome in courts. The All Progressive Congress has assembled a team of highly qualified and experienced lawyers to represent it at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. According to a statement by the APC National Legal Advisor, Ahmed Tinubu, the legal team comprised legal luminaries with vast experience in election petitions matters, constitutional law, and litigation. He said the legal team consisted of 13 senior advocates of Nigeria, is led by Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, a renowned lawyer. El-Makui expressed confidence that the team possesses the requisite expertise and experience to ensure a successful outcome for APC in the petition. The battle has been shifted to, the courts, Jide?
Yes, Peter Obi put together a team of 20 sons. The APC put together a team of 13 sons. And I know Keyamo already said that he's going to be part of that team. So the battle has begun. You have to prove that you indeed won the election. It's a novel, it's a surreal situation that we found ourselves, especially that the man who came third in a race is now laying claim to the first position. Now, with the person who came second, allow him to overtake him and then become the there's even I believe that there will be a battle for that second position. So they will first battle themselves out for who came second. Because for someone who came third to say that he won the election, I think he has much more work to do to prove that he won the election than an Atiku Abubakar. Because Atiku Abubakar won more votes than him, than Peter Obi, won more states than Peter Obi. Because Abuja is not a state. Abuja is an administrative area. It doesn't have a governor. It doesn't have a parliament. Its budgets are passed by the National Assembly. So there's a difference between Abuja and all other states of the federation, So it's not a state in the real sense of the word. Peter Obi won 11 states and FCT, So you can't say he won 12 states, except if you are saying Abuja has become a state. But by the Constitution of Nigeria, Abuja does not have the status of a state, and nobody can change that for now. So what we are saying, Obi has a lot of work to do. He has to gather all the evidence that he can gather to show that he won this election. To show that he won more states than credited to him. And when he can show that he has the spread, the 25% in 24 states, because he fell short of achieving that. And without that, you have no route to the presidency. It's the most important thing. If we score 20 million votes, Buhari used to score 12 million votes. It didn't give him victory. Yeah. But look at this race. The person who came first scored 8 million votes, less than the votes that Buhari used to score. Less than the votes that Buhari used to score. So there's a lot of work for the lawyers to do. This is boom time for lawyers, as I always say. The lawyers, it's not their fault that politicians have so much money to spend. For some of the politicians, it's not even their money that they are spending. So they have no pity for the people bringing the money. They spend money on litigation. You will expect some to not try to even contest certain elections. But our politicians are perennial litigants. They will still show up and say, look, I won this election. Maybe sometimes they are banking on luck, or that the judiciary may smile at them. You know, the judiciary may just wink at them the way flirty men wink at women. Maybe that's how some of them are thinking that, look, I can get this thing against the run of play. Because you expect in some cases that, look, some of the litigations won't come. I am surprised that already these litigations are happening, they are coming, but it's a good thing. Let them test the law. I cannot say that anybody is wrong to have gone to court at this stage. Let them be able to prove it is the constitutionally guaranteed right of a politician who feels that he has been cheated in an election to go to court. But we are even hearing again, you heard the statement of the governor of Ebonyi State claiming that his party, the APC, was rigged out of the presidential election, and even threatening that if it happens again, they should be ready to kill everybody. So I'm like, so even APC, the ruling party, is saying that he's guilty. I mean, it was that they rigged it out of a possible victory. So I think with time, we'll be able to discover those who are merely interested in wasting the time of the court. We will discover people who just want to continue to hang on there because they are enjoying the momentum of the moment, you know? Because momentum is not forever. At a point, the momentum will fizzle out. Some people enjoy it while it lasts. So maybe that's why some have decided that, look, they'll go to court. But we are receiving all kinds of stories. I think some people claim that Peter Obi won this election, and I even won 19 states.
I saw it too.
And I think Tinubu won 8 states or so.
I saw.
You know,
I saw the claim too.
Yes, I mean, so let the courts will finally settle this. Awolowo in 1979, after he lost the election to Shagari, he went to court. So we have a history of presidential election being decided finally in our courts. This one has not been an exception. But people should not take the law into their hands. You know, let's not lose our heads because politicians are contesting for the top post in the land. It is foolish of people to be friends of more than 30 years to suddenly become enemies because of some politicians who do not care whether you exist. That is the bit that bothers me, because I've seen friends blocking one another on social media. I mean, what's going on with you guys? Because of these politicians? I mean, politicians who will embrace one another at the slightest opportunity.
Exactly.
The other day, I think it was in 2014, when APC was formed, or 2013, why the APC had just been formed, that somebody pointed at Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Olagun Soye in Lola hugging one another. He said, see, these are people that you kill yourselves about.
Think they were sworn enemies.
Remember the battle for Osun State, the role that Asiwaju played brought Adrian 40 and the rest of them.
Oroki Day Festival,
Oroki, where Aregbesola almost lost his life. If you see the stone that was that they picked with the intention of breaking his head, he had to run away in his jeep. All of that, they hugged each other. I think it was my boss then, Ogunleye, that said, see, can you see? You people kill yourselves over politicians. Don't make an enemy with your fellow Nigerian because of a politician. That was the point that he was trying to make. And I think at this time, all of the people losing their heads, they should know that it makes no sense to lose your heads over politicians, because you will regret it in the final analysis.
Going to courts, a lot of Nigerians are waiting, and all eyes will be on the judiciary to be able to solve this riddle.
Yeah, interesting times are upon us, and I think the most civilized thing to do is to go to court. I mean, if people feel they are aggrieved, if they are convinced that they have been cheated, what makes this one a little bit strange is that two people are laying claim to being the winners. I mean, the runner-up and the person that came third. I think it's all kind of unprecedented, you know. I don't know. APC said one of them, they should decide who among them, who between both of them was
the second.
was the second or something. But again, it's the best thing to do. But like Jide said, I'm also very concerned at the way people are, the attitude of some of the people who feel that their political idols have been aggrieved. I personally have been at the receiving end of, insults, and I've been called all sorts of names, and on social media, I have never campaigned for anybody. I have stood neutral.
You don't want to know.
I just analyze. There's nothing they have not called me. I've been called a tribalist. I've been called a bigot. I don't know what. You understand? I'm simply because I do analysis the way I see it. You may not agree with my analysis, but at least just disagree with me intellectually. They've called me all sorts of names, and people, it's so terrible. I saw a young man who was saying, we will protest, we will do this one, we will do that. I said, wait now. The way to go is to go to the courts. The protest that Atiku and PDP leaders did yesterday, to me, does not make sense. Personally, you've gone to court. Let the court decide. Let the court decide. And it is the Supreme, from the Presidential Election Tribunal, it will go, I know it will still go to the, I'm almost certain that whatever judgment that tribunal passes, some people will still be disgruntled. They want to go to the Supreme Court. Now, by the time it gets to the Supreme Court, once the Supreme Court says this is the way to go, you don't need to like the judges. You don't need to like their faces. You don't need to like the judgment. You must abide by it. That is it. And let the country run. We don't have to hate one another. Politicians will see one another and hug. Peter Obi would call Asiwaju my elder brother. I've heard him say that. He would call Atiku my boss. When they meet at airport, they will smile and exchange banters. People are busy exchanging verbal fisticuffs, insulting one another over Facebook.
Even swearing at each other.
Children. And breaking ties, like I said, blocking one another. It's terrible. These politicians don't even know their home addresses. They don't care about them as much. So why do people want to lose their head? Let the dead bury their dead. Let those who feel aggrieved go to the court. And I'm sure that there'll be statements that the judges will make. Those statements will become precedent for similar cases in future.
Judy, the president-elect will need to bring people together. We need to bring Nigerians together because it's such a sharply divided nation right now.
Yes.
And
yes, it is.
Every move and every action of the president-elect should get towards bringing us together as a country. Since 2015, we've never had it this bad.
And that's the advice that the elder statesman, Tanko Yakasai, gave him, that you have to form a government of national unity.
Yeah.
Let all the disparate groups in our country be represented, even the young people, let the young people be represented. And when we are talking about the young people are not in the South alone, although it appears that the young people who are making so much noise on social media, they are from southern Nigeria. But there are youths in the north as well. And they are Nigerians. So in any
they vote too.
Yeah, they vote. And any decision that will be made, they too have to be borne in mind. It cannot be about the people in the south alone. So the president-elect, I'm sure, will sort that out because it's a pan-Nigerian mandate that he has. Apart from the southeast, there's nowhere that Ahmed Tinubu did not perform impressively in this election. Apart from the southeast, where he couldn't get 25%. He did well elsewhere.
All other regions.
Yes, he did well elsewhere in other regions. So I'm sure
we need the people of the southeast.
Of course,
Yeah.
he has enough people that he can use, and people with track record. The Ebonyi governor is a leader when it comes to infrastructure development. He has shown himself, to be very capable. So there are people, so many people that he can use, from the Southeast who will do a good job. They are very enterprising people in the Southeast, brilliant industrialists. When it comes to running business, they are the first in our country, and everywhere they go, they excel. Whether in banking or in the commanding heights of business, the people of the Southeast are clearly the best that we have. So the president will be able to tap them and get the best out of them.